Giddel's got it. Chapter 1. Giddel had spent a fruitful night dodging badgers and owls successfully, while collecting some small objects that shined brightly in the moonlight. A very seasoned pack rat was Giddel, and collector of everything under the night sky, usable or not at the time. All trinkets were fine treasures to Giddel. Only Giddel's great-great-great-grandfather Early had built a midden as fine as Giddel's. Grandfather Early's home, called a midden, was a little more than 4 feet across and as sturdy as a beaver's dam, located somewhere in California. The story handed down, mostly in riddles, told of a huge and intricate midden somewhere in Southern California. This day, as the sun began to grab hold of its hot place in the sky, it was fast becoming too sweltering hot for even Giddel's tightly structured midden of fine twigs, string, buttons, as well as anything he could find on the desert floor to keep him cool enough to sleep. Giddel paced slowly so as not to become more uncomfortably hot as he thought and thought. What shall I do? What shall I do? This place has become too hot. Too hot. If I cannot rest, I cannot search for food and gather trinkets during the cool desert nights. To move to another place with all that I have obtained, stored, and built this midden out of is unthinkable, unfathomable, impossible. I'm working up a sweat and must simmer down, yes, quiet my mind. Just then Giddel hears his friend Tang, the cautious crow above in the red sky. Go, 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 hurry, hurry. Tang streaked across the sky with a red flag waving. She believes she is quite needed in the scheme of things, and to guide this pack rat she has befriended. Tang and her roost have detoured owls who would have liked to have Giddel for dinner. Also, Giddel is forgetful, and Tang remembers all she hears. This quality serves Tang's cautious nature, as she can recall, during times when others are worrisome. She believes her mission in life is to help them. Go where and why hurry, said Giddel. Giddel spoke Tang. You are too hot, very much too hot, you say? You cannot rest, therefore cannot look for food, and watch for badgers, let alone owls with alertness. So moving makes sense. Go, hurry. Tang, this moving process is impossible. I have too much stuff. I have buried my future path with all my stuff. But I love my stuff. It is my life. My life. Ah, what to do? Molto torrido. Very hot. It's so very hot. Giddel, my roost can help, as the passenger pigeons have taught us. They used to darken the whole sky while flying together in huge numbers. This we crows can do and create passage beneath darkness for you nocturnals, and provide protection from owls. The badgers will be confused as to whether it is night or day. Giddel spoke. Tang, I do forget how brilliant your ideas are. You have solved the safety aspect, but I have so much stuff to move, and must completely take apart my midden and transport it many miles to the north, and where would I go? I have heard you dream aloud, Giddel. You speak of your great-great-great-grandfather Early and where he lived in California, after he came across the expansive sea from Italy on a great ship. But Tang, I never knew where in California his midden was, so how could I dream it? Giddel, I am wise, but cannot answer everything. You spoke the name of his town, though. What was it? Said Giddel. What was it? Los Angeles. That is it, yes. Los Angeles, yes. North from here and much cooler. I've never heard of this place, Tang. Also, you said the name of the restaurant he lived under. Grande, grande, grande Italiano ristorante. Yes, that's it, said Tang. Sounds like my roost could eat well there. I like this, Giddel. It's better than your riddles that I don't understand, for there's food and drink at the end of the journey, yes? Wait, said Giddel. My, this is too fast. Your brain is in flight, I am too hot, and I appreciate your quick wit and wisdom, but slow down. I need to pace in peace upon this worrisome predicament. Tang landed in a nearby cactus that had lost its own moisture and spines in the current heat wave. Gripped was the desert, parched was even the air, heavy and thick was the atmosphere. Tang waited as a few clouds allowed her black body to withstand a moment without movement. As Giddel was pacing back and forth slowly, hand on his chin, deeply in worrisome thoughts, Trudy the mole bursts up underneath a pile of recently collected trinkets. Oh, pardon me, Giddel, just foraging for food. You were so quiet I did not hear you. Trudy, why can't you just leave my midden alone? Just remember where I am and go around, for heaven's sake. Giddel, I'm practically blind, and as I said before, you were too quiet for me to hear. I am thinking, said Giddel, pacing and thinking on a problem. Oh, you know all things are temporary, even problems. Trudy, this is no time for you to preach to me about the temporary nature of my stuff. Sometimes I think you disrupt my home on purpose just to prove your point. All right, Giddel, what is your problem? I am hot, too hot. Can't rest, let alone sleep, which means I can't have all my wits about me when I look for food, which opens the way for predators and puts my living situation at risk. Tang is flying around as she does, waving caution and solving before I have worried, which, you know, Trudy, really upsets my natural process. I need my worry time first. Okay, I hear you, said Trudy. Oh, I also hear that clumsy skunk outside. Nellie can't see much better than I. She's out late this morning. She must hear us, busybody that she is. She calls it just her social nature, but she just has to know what's going on. Oh, good morning, all. So are we having a little meeting on some ridiculous topic? Giddel speaks immediately. Not ridiculous at all, you nosy skunk. I may have to pack up all my stuff and move north to California due to this stinking heat. Nellie spoke. Well, see, that is ridiculous. It stinks in California. So why would you want to go there? I hear it pretty much stinks all the time. You think everything stinks, Nellie, said Tang. Chapter 2. Meanwhile, in Southern California, Scout is flexing his muscles. Scout is a small black ant. He lifts weights on a very regular basis to become strong enough to guard the colony. There are many chambers which need protecting, and Scout is quite devoted to this mission. There is only one hurdle for Scout. He is a male. His natural place within the colony as a male is to mate with a young queen and shortly thereafter die. Scout believes this to be not a full life, and short at that. The males have wings and are smaller than the soldier ants, who are the protectors and guards of the colony. Scout had a dream where he envisioned the tomb of the unknown soldier ant. In this dream there was a tombstone inscribed, "Here lies Scout," with a question mark. The question mark disturbed Scout, and he woke and spoke. I don't want to just mate and die. I want to know who I really am. So Scout was determined to build muscles to hide his wings, bulk up his body so as to pass as a soldier ant, who happened to be females. I shall lift more than 50 times my weight, as the soldiers and worker ants can. I shall live a long and meaningful life. I can serve the colony much more than just mating and dying. I am so much more than that. I want to be a female. I want to be a soldier." Well, it took 40 minutes for this loud talking by Scout to awaken Buddy, the flying squirrel. Buddy slept deep in the winter months. Buddy is always in a good mood, encouraging to all, and very happy, especially when maple syrup was close by. Buddy and his 50 other housemates had found an abandoned birdhouse in the middle of a maple forest to occupy. "Oh, this is a dream come true. Yes, living my dream," Buddy said. Aloud, "Living my dream. Maple syrup for breakfast, lunch, and dinner." "Hey, Scout, what are you yelling about?" "There's plenty of maple syrup for you to have a little taste." "Buddy, I have to get strong and fast, very fast, before the young queens chase me down and, well, you know I've told you my problem." "Well, yes, Scout, I know, but, well, we all have our challenges, but nothing that can't be worked out." "Boy, I love flying and eating maple syrup, and, well, I hear you. You will grow big and strong, I just know it, and then you can even help me gather nuts for next winter, lots of nuts. You can practice lifting and be helping me, too. Wow, isn't that great, Scout?" "I gotta get strong. I gotta get fast. I gotta get strong and fast. I've gotta keep away from those speedy queen ants." "Scout," said Buddy, "you will always reach your goal, Scout, just by wanting to. Like me, Scout. I love maple syrup, and I love sleeping in the winter, and I love nuts and my friends, and—" "Yes, I know," said Scout. "Yes, you've told me this before. Yes, Bud, yes, I know." "Okay, Scout, but did I ever tell you how much I like maple syrup with nuts? Good. It's just the best thing to gliding through the air from tree to tree, gathering nuts and maple syrup. Life is good." South of Southern California, Giddel was still pacing very slowly. Tang was seeing the larger picture. Nellie was skunking California, and Trudy was listening with her not-so-visible ears. Giddel has begun to sing a little tune to quiet his last nerve. His attentive audience was not helping. "Stuff, beautiful stuff, gathering dust, ridden with rust. Carefully placed, carefully hidden, beautiful stuff within my midden." Nellie began stomping her feet to the tune, however would never admit she was having fun, and quickly noticing her own behavior said, "Giddel, who would want to listen to that song? Don't you think it pretty much stinks?" Tang, of course, aware of all, said, "Nellie, songs can't stink. Your ears are for hearing." Giddel spoke. "This song is for me. You may listen if you want or stomp if you must, but please do not interrupt. Stuff, beautiful stuff. Chapter 3. Gina was perched silently in the nearby forest when she heard a faint sound of humming, but not loudly enough to awaken her from a deep dream. Gina's great wings lay resting by her mighty sides. After a night of dipping and diving, her acute hearing, night vision, and gripping talons had served this great bird of prey well. This great horned owl was the most notable predator for this entire group of pests. In fact, Gina knew Nellie's little brother Stripes and would have liked to have held on to this little skunk. But just as Gina captured Stripes within her talons, Tang and her roost flew at Gina and broke her concentration and grasp. Stripes fell down and landed with a plunk on, of course, a pile of Giddel's precious stuff. Giddel was very forgiving after hearing of Stripe's precipitating predicament. Gina's favorite food was skunk, and because she had no sense of smell, this made skunks' major defense, their scent, useless against this huge and powerful predator. Stripes had unloaded absolutely all of his storage of scent, to no avail, and it did take hours to reload. Gina also had a long history with Giddel. Both knew not of this at this point. However, Gina's great-great-great-grandmother Helena had encountered great-great-great-grandfather Vito, who was on Giddel's mother's side of the family, and great-great-great-grandfather Early, who was on Giddel's father's side of the family. There had been a centuries-long feud between these rivaling, riddling families of pack rats. Helena had boarded Early's ship from Italy in Canada, and that is where Vito disembarked. In a pack rat snit at that, after Vito and Early barked at each other for extended periods of time. Helena had overheard the whole loud, boring family feud. The ancient grudge was passed down to Gina. Helena tried to cover her ears as she remained, hidden in the ship's bow, unable to squawk unless she be discovered. Helena longed to reach the dense, lush forests in the south where skunk, flying squirrel, and even moles resided. Passing on these two rivaling rodents was a difficult task that she traded for a more fruitful migration. So Gina slept during this hot, hot day, dreaming and snoring and awakening to a song in her head. She loves this song. From Dolly Parton to the Dalai Lama, my wingspan embraces the sky. I am the smartest, I sing the loudest, dipping and diving and always arriving in style. My stately appearance appears and I carry the day, for I am Gina, the great, great, great bird of prey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Finally Nellie spoke. Giddel, you know you have to make a decision. It stinks not to. You can't just sing and pace and complain and worry forever. Besides, it is daytime, and we nocturnals must stick together. Stick together, says Tang, with you? Your scent travels upward, even into my airspace. Pewee, too, together with you, Nellie? Listen, says Tang. Gina, I suppose, never sleeps. She chases me around all the time. But there is safety in numbers, safety in numbers. Sleeping with my roost is fearless slumber. Giddel keeps humming to drone out the bickering assemblage. Trudy the mole, having been listening with her solitary nature, speaks up. May I speak to all of you? Quieting, there is a mumble of low-key group agreement. Okay, Trudy, what would you like to say, says Giddel. The other day, Giddel, I was building mazes and tunnels and came across a paper which you had thrown away with great drama some time ago. As you read it, you said, I can't go where I don't know where to go, and my family has not cared about me for much too long. So you said you would make it on your own and take care of all your own needs, build an amazing midden and be famous in your own right without any family. You loudly spoke that you would have more stuff than any of your family. You would show them they cannot be trusted. No family reunion for me, you said. No family reunion for me. Well, where is the paper? Where is it now, Trudy, says Tang. Let me have it. Let me have it. I will read it. I will tell you what it says. This could be just what is needed here. Where is it? Where is it? Settle down, Tang, said Giddel. Nellie trumpeted. See, yes, family stinks, can't be trusted. Giddel goes on. Trudy, if you will please give me the letter, I will look at it again just to calm everyone down. Everything is temporary, speaks Trudy. Moods are just moods, you know. Your stuff is temporary as well as feelings. Yes, I build so many mazes. I do not know the beginning from the ends. Which came first, the chick? Trudy, please just let me read the paper without your proverbs, says Giddel. All right, then. I fully intended to give you the paper, says Trudy. Giddel reads aloud. Dearest Giddel, you are cordially invited to the family reunion. This reunion will be held in Los Angeles at the Italian restaurant we all so know and love. Please bring your family as well. We meet in the late spring. Dress is casual as usual. Food and drinks, of course, provided by the restaurant. As always, arrivederci, Cousin Louis. No reply necessary. See, said Tang, I knew you knew from somewhere about your great-great-great-grandfather Early's midden. It's there, really, right there at the restaurant. This is perfect, just perfect. Giddel speaks. What is perfect about this invitation? Nothing, says Nellie. It stinks, just like I thought it would. Giddel retorts. I have no family to bring to a family reunion. I have you three pests. Tang speaks. Oh, I want to go, I want to. What an adventure it will be. Party stinks, says Nellie. But what an opportunity to have fun skunking the party. I, too, would love to go. Trudy speaks. Giddel, I would like to go as my solitary nature is getting tiring and making me feel old. I would like the company. For a while, anyway. Gatherings can be tiring also. Giddel says, This is great, just great. I am stricken with incredible heat from this morning's sun and cannot rest. I pace and I sing, I think and I worry, and all of you decide my future. Tang screeches I must move. Nellie, you are right. This whole thing does stink. Trudy roots up this invitation. You all declare you want to go to my family reunion. Now, it is quite time to slow down. Relax, take a breath, and think this through. Now, let's go back to what I was saying this morning. I cannot move or go to this reunion, not that I want to do either, because I have so much stuff. I cannot visit the reunion without my stuff, because I can't leave it all behind. Someone will steal it. I cannot take it with me, because it is just too much stuff. But take it I must if I leave this place. Trudy in deep thought speaks. You know I have friends in Los Angeles. Actually, from here to Los Angeles. Tunnels, that is, all the way to L.A. We could all, Giddel and I could go underground, and Tang and Nellie could... Wait a minute, I want to go in the tunnel, says Nellie. No possibility at all, Nellie, none. No, too stinky, says Trudy. Tang can give you safe passage. I want to lead all of you, says Tang. My way, not Trudy's way. Chapter 4. Please, says Giddel, let's all settle down and sleep on this. It is time to rest with all of this. Giddel tossed and turned, his tail was restless, his head was swirling with alternatives, and he hadn't even decided to choose a new path for himself at this point. His rather odd group of accidental friends were all he had, and he knew this. Well, besides his beautiful stuff. He had more than he would ever really need, but coveted it all the same. Just thinking about his family brought up old suspicion. Always manipulating stuff from each other. Lifetimes of distrust permeated the air within his glorious midden. Too much thinking. I must sleep. Ah, for a cool breeze so I may rest. Giddel finally fell to sleep, and upon waking announced, I've got it! I have made a decision. Nellie, Tang, and Trudy, all close enough to hear this, gathered in Giddel's midden and in unison said, Giddel's got it! My decision is, I have identified I have a conundrum. Oh, what? Said Tang. Where is it? Where is it? Show it to me. I want to see it. Nellie, of course, said, Who would want that, whatever it is? And Trudy was waiting patiently for the conundrum to appear. A conundrum is a riddle, a puzzle, and I, Giddel, have decided to figure it out, solve it. I have not, however, decided whether to involve you three pests in the solving of this puzzle, for this is my conundrum. Tang said, Oh, how I love puzzles. Oh, please, Giddel, oh, I love puzzles. Nellie spoke. A stinking puzzle, a waste of time. Trudy said, Giddel, what is it you are puzzling over? Trudy, it is this heat, this family reunion. Do I move? Do I stay? Do I involve you pests in this most important life decision? This is my enigma. I have lived and gathered stuff in this midden for so long. Tang speaks. That is Gina, Her Highness, singing. Nellie chimes in. Oh, you mean Her Thighness? Well, she has put on a few ounces, says Trudy. She just flies all the time. Even I walk a little each day, says Tang. Giddel hears the singing and says, Oh, that's her all right. Probably so happy to hear of my conundrum. She's just waiting for me to get too tired due to lack of rest in this miserable heat, and then she will try and pounce. I am Gina, the great bird of prey. I fly with grace and ease. I carry the day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Giddel, said Trudy, we are your neighbors, and neighbors are next to kin, and I believe you trust us. Perhaps we must all take this journey together, because of no reason at all. Perhaps we all have something to learn, and perhaps your conundrum is our opportunity. What's that she's saying? What's that? What is that she's saying? Says Tang, flapping her wings, waving her red flag, and flying about confused. I don't know what she's saying. It most likely stinks, speaks Nellie, but I want to go and skunk the party. Giddel speaks. Trudy, for years you have interrupted my days, uprooting my beautiful stuff, waking me up. You have popped in at the most inopportune times. Much of what you say I don't pay any attention to. I never listen to you about my stuff being temporary, never just chatter from a mole. Now my stuff is temporary due to my conundrum. If I have to dismantle my stuff to move it, if I take apart my home and move it in little pieces, the larger midden that it was is, in fact, temporary. So I am a fool not to listen to you, but it does not make listening to your epistles any easier. Also, Giddel says, you three pests have intertwined yourselves into the very fabric of my everyday life and are, in fact, already on this journey with me. Meanwhile, Scout is singing, Hup, 2, 3, 4, hup, 2, 3, 4, I wanna be a soldier ant now. I wanna be a soldier and how, 2, 3, 4. I wanna march in line with my sister troops in time. I wanna be a soldier and now, 2, 3, 4. Scout speaks. I have set a huge goal for myself. Many small tasks must be completed to reach this awesome ambition. I can do this, but I must simplify, reduce these complexities to smaller parts, and then carry out my plans. Chapter 5. Snubs the badger was dozing off and on this fine morning, being the dominant male or boar. This rather large badger had very few, if any, predators. He had made it to full adulthood and kept himself well fed and protected with his fine bristles and quick wit. Snubs knew Scout and Buddy, but had long ago befriended them as they entertained him, and he had plenty of other feeding opportunities. Snubs had poor eyesight, but an excellent sense of smell and hearing. He liked living at the edge of the woods, cool nights and shady days. Snubs had moved out a group of moles and inhabited a wonderful maze of tunnels. His den was secure and comfortable. Snub's scent marked these tunnels as belonging to him now. His large, masterful foreclaws were great for capturing mice and rats for lavish meals. Self-sufficient, solitary, and at peace this fine day was he. He had struggled to avoid extinction and was happy to relax and listen to Scout's rather interesting song. Snubs was having a lucid dream that there was a convoy of delicious rodents coming his way. He saw a caravan, some above in the air, some on land, and some underground, all coming right toward him. "Oh, what a wonderful dream," said Snubs. "Just delightful. I shall look forward for this to come to pass." Much like Buddy, Snubs did find life to be a grand adventure with few, if any, ever problems or conundrums. Scout speaks. "All I must do is keep building muscle mass and avoid falling in love. The young queens are so lovely, so lovely, but not worth dying for. Hup, 2, 3, 4, hup, 2, 3, 4, I wanna be a soldier ant now. I wanna be a soldier and howl." "Scout," says Buddy, "you are getting bigger muscles, Scout. I can see them. You even look taller. I just know the maple syrup and nuts are making you stronger and faster as well. There is plenty for all of us. I have many birdhouse mates to feed, too, but plenty of good eats. Do you miss your colony, Scout?" "Well," says Scout, "sometimes. But I must complete my mission and then return to serve in the greatest capacity of all, guarding and protecting, bringing food to the whole colony. My life has much more meaning now that I have a plan, a goal. My plan and goal. I have changed my destiny." "I'm glad you feel better now, Scout, with your own plan. I don't know what my destiny is. I like living in this birdhouse with my friends and eating sweet, sweet maple syrup, and, well, that makes me happy right now. Perhaps I'm living my destiny now. Buddy, your girlfriends only mate one day a year, and you don't die afterwards. I had to change my destiny. You just eat and sleep and fly and glide and, well, have fun every night. Just hanging out and all with your friends. I, Scout, have a purpose. Well, now I have a very big purpose. I gotta lift these rocks now, Bud. I gotta lift these rocks. Okay, see you later. Bye, Scout, bye." All right, says Giddel. "This puzzle is beginning to slowly move to the solving of itself. If you 3 pests wish to go on this journey, you may go." "Oh, yes, what fun, yes, says Tang. "It stinks, but what a pleasure to skunk a new territory. Yes, I will go," says Nellie. Trudy speaks. "I feel this will be one of my greatest adventures. Count me in. I believe the family reunion is the impetus to move to a cooler climate. Onward ho, all of us," says Giddel. Gina hears ho and begins to hoo in return. This great bird of prey loves adventure herself and says, "I shall pack my karaoke machine and serenade these hairy, furry, winged creatures all the way to Southern California. They can't go anywhere without me, the great bird of prey. I am so wonderful and grand, with my fashionable wingspan. Hoo, hoo, hoo." "Now," says Giddel, "let the dismantling of my beautiful midden begin." "Oh, beautiful stuff, gathering dust, ridden with rust. I shall have to take it all with me and stay protected at the same time as I take apart this stronghold of beautiful, beautiful stuff. Well, says Trudy, now that you've decided we may go on this journey, will you allow our ideas? So much to do, and it is my stuff. So much to do, says Giddel. Does that mean what, Giddel? What are you saying? I am saying, dear Trudy, that it is my stuff, all mine, and it is difficult at best for me to delegate when it comes to my stuff. Tang speaks. You do need our help, though, Gid. You do. Why would anyone want to help and offer it at that for this stinking project, says Nellie. Too much work. And, says Trudy, I must say, this is not all your stuff. What? Not all my stuff? That is absurd, shouts Giddel. Trudy continues. Tang dropped great treasures on the desert floor. I myself uprooted precious stuff, and even Nellie accidentally delivered twigs and twine right to your doorstep. I never meant to help, Gid. That was an accident for sure, says Nellie. What I am saying, says Trudy, is the way in which your midden occurred was not only temporary, but random, in a most perfect way. Oh, please, not now, says Giddel. Not yet another proverb to digest. Yuck, says Nellie, I don't get it anyway. Who would even want to understand that? Tang is flapping again, waving her flag, not even speaking on this one, and finally says, it's too much. Gina is singing at this point her song of majestic pride. From Dolly Parton to the Dalai Lama, I sing the loudest, I am the smartest. Gina is planning her trip with them. Oh, new territory and new food, the unexpected pleasure of new eats. Oh, it's so delightful and exciting, and oh, just makes me want to sing. Let me see, I must put my karaoke machine in this backpack, the one I confiscated from those hikers, and strap it upon my mighty back, and away I will go. Yes, how perfect it all is. And with my karaoke machine on my back, Golden Eagle will not recognize me. I am safe, and my lovely songs Golden will not expect from me, Gina. Chapter 6. My mind is stretching and my head hurts, Trudy, says Giddel. I need time for all this to unravel and fit in a new place in my brain. Trudy speaks. It is not your brain, really, as your brain works for your heart. Just, Trudy, wait a minute. I need a snack. You three talk amongst yourselves. Please, says Giddel. What do you all believe is our best course of action here, says Trudy. Says Tang. I still know I can protect all of you from Gina if she gets a wild feather to try and get us on this journey. Nellie says, I want to go in the tunnel. And Trudy speaks, well, this idea has come to me. Giddel can take apart his midden little by little and put his stuff in carts with buttons for wheels. Put it in my tunnel. Gid can even sleep in my tunnel when his midden is too small to live in unprotected during dismantling. I see myself eventually leading the way in my mazes and tunnels, pulling 2 carts, and Giddel following me with 1 large cart. He will want to take his cactus, I know, so he will pull that also. Where am I, says Nellie. Nellie, you can serve a great purpose in all this by leading the way above ground. I go first, says Nell. Yes, first, oh yes. And, says Trudy, you will be protected by Tang, but you both lead the way. Your stinking scent will be Giddel and mine's guidance on this journey. Oh, yes, says Tang, I get to protect, yes, and the importance of caution and my red flag. I see this, yes, this will work. Let's all tell Giddel. Yes, it's time, says Trudy. Giddel, my dear, rest your mind. We three pests have come to an effortless conclusion regarding your accumulation of possessions and this journey, says Trudy. Giddel yawns and stretches and saunters up to the group. Trudy explains the whole plan to Giddel, and Giddel speaks. I am so tired, but can believe this plan will work, yes. I'm ready to get on with it all. We should do our work to pack your midden piece by piece just before dark, and at early light, for safety's sake, says Tang. Yes, I agree, says Giddel. Nellie blurts out, my 2 stinky friends would like to help. They are very strong like 2, and they are 2. What is this about, says Giddel. And Trudy explains the story of Fit and Abel. Fit and Abel, the Beetle sisters. I've never heard of them, says Tang. Now, the Beetle sisters, called Fit and Abel, were born joined at the little toe. They opted for the painless route, as they disliked pain right from the beginning, so they decided to live and work in unison. So they have the strength and will of 2, as when 2 or more join together. Wait a minute, Nellie, you told Trudy a big stinky story, yes, says Giddel. No, honest, speaks Nellie. They are my dearest little friends, and they are prettier than any of us. They are yellow and orange and... Okay, says Giddel. Where are these hefty twins, I suppose? Yes, twin sisters, says Nellie. And they like to be called ladies. Oh, dear, this journey is getting complicated with creatures, says Giddel. Well, you know, says Nellie, 1 in 5 animals on the planet are beetles. So they have many, lots of friends who could help us too. All right, says Giddel. Shall we all meet them anyway? All say yes. And so does appear shortly the 2 colorful ladies, walking in unison, spreading their wings and saying, hello, 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 one after the other, happy to meet Nellie's friends. Wait, says Giddel, to whom do you speak the 4th hello, ladies? The great horned owl, says Fit and Abel in unison. Gina is not friend, she is foe, and how far can you ladies go if you don't know the difference, says Giddel. Oh, well, we see your perspective, and shall adhere to that then, say the ladies. Oh, no, double talk at its worst, says Tang, waving a red flag and cawing. Now, says Trudy, there is a place for these beetles. How will they protect themselves? They are so small, says Giddel. Oh, say the twins, we excrete quite poisonous emissions, which make us very unpalatable. We have been spit out many times, wipe ourselves off, and go forward once or twice again. All right, let's get this show on the road before I change my tiring mind, says Giddel. Trudy speaks. I see a place for these ladies on our journey, as being in front of me in my mazes and tunnels, as they are too bright for land, and their colorful wings shall lead the way. Whatever, says Giddel. Tang is relieved not to be bothered protecting the beetles. Nellie is elated to have her friends along and in such leadership positions. Onward ho, says Giddel. Hoo, 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 says Gina. What an adventure, yes. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Who can help me dismantle my midden, questions Giddel. All say yes, we can all help. Right now, says Giddel, I don't know if it's day or night, but let us rest before this dismantling, and I intend to take my cactus with me. It has supported my midden for too long to be left behind. All right now, Gid, says Trudy. Your cactus can go, you can pull it as well, even though it's just a keepsake. Keepsake, shrieks Giddel. Everything is a keepsake. Everything. All I gather and keep, which is really all I have, as I keep it all, well, unless I come across something I like better and have to put it down, to pick up a prettier treasure. One I like better, but once I bring my keepsakes to my midden, they are keepers for sure. Giddel calls Tang. Right, Gid, we know. Nellie has the right idea. Shall we all rest now, until just before dawn? We can dismantle some then, says Trudy. Yes, yes, say the twins, and everyone except Gina snoozes. Oh, this is great, says Gina. A little more time to hunt and fill my lovely belly for this adventure. It should take, well, tear down, pick up, pack, organize. Well, Giddel and his party should be ready to be on the move. I don't know, really. Could be days. Well, I must keep a keen eye on everyone. Chapter 7. Hey, Scout, come over here. What, Bud? What's up? I'm kind of busy checking myself out in this pool of water. Almost can't see my wings anymore, but I gotta keep working out. Up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2. Scout, honest, it's important. Okay, Bud, okay. Look, Scout, up in those trees, young queens. They are scouting out handsome males, aren't they? The young queens aren't picky, Bud. They will mate with any male. Oh, no, I'm not ready yet, and I really look good right now, really good. I gotta go, Bud. I gotta go now. Scout rushes away to hide inside the bark of a nearby tree. Buddy is happy to share his sweet maple syrup with anyone, as there is plenty, and the young queens are happy to eat a snack while on their quest. Buddy is quiet and watches the queens feast on syrup. He so wants to talk with them, but not give Scout's position away. Buddy likes to talk almost as much as eat. Bud finally blurts out, hello, cute little queenies. Oh, well, hello there. Who are you? I'm Buddy, the gliding, happy flying squirrel. Oh, well, we are young queen ants. Yes, I know, says Buddy, and you all look beautiful today. Please feast all you want on this abundant maple syrup. Oh, we do so wish there was an abundance of male ants to mate with, but we have found only other queen ants searching as well. Where, oh, where can they be? Oh, where, says one lovely queen ant. Scout is peeking out of the bark and shaking as this young queen is so very lovely. Wings like a butterfly, silky and smooth, skin shining, the sun glistening upon her beautiful belly. Buddy notices this rather pretty, soft-spoken ant as well. Buddy says, what is your name, little one? Oh, I am Priscilla the princess. I am looking so forward to taking my place in the colony through fulfilling my queenly purpose. Scout is keeping his mouth shut while thinking, oh, I would like to help fulfill her purpose, but just have to stay hidden. I have a greater destiny. I do. Shortly, the queen ants fly off, searching again and full of maple syrup for their journey. Snubs appears out of his den, having watched this whole event. Scout, come on out, they are gone. Yes, Scout, says Buddy. Wasn't Priscilla a beautiful ant? Yes, but hey, you guys need to help me here. Snubs speaks. I'm glad I don't have your problem, Scout. I don't think I could handle it at all. Most of my problems occurred in childhood. Making it safely to adulthood was my quest. So now just relaxing and seeing how little I can do is my journey. Ah, the life of a fully realized boar. Only weasel bigger than me is the wolverine, and I don't see many of them. Well, I never have seen one. They moved out a long time ago. So relax and take it easy, I say. I sleep 2 to 3 days in a row in the winter. Haven't got any family left, no responsibilities. Ah, the life of a badger. What do you mean, realized bore, Snubs? How do you even know you are alive? What with your boring life, says Buddy. I don't mean to be rude, Snubs, but you said so. Snubs peeks up. What's that, Bud? Fully realized bore, you said. What's that? Sounds deep, says Buddy. Well, what I mean is I have fulfilled my destiny already. So what are you going to do now, Snubs? Says Bud. Well, I'm doing it. Sleeping, eating, hanging out, not even interested in eating you because I'm relaxing and I find you interesting to talk to at times. So, am I your only friend, Snubs? Just me, says Buddy. Kind of. I could have more friends, but you are here and so is my den, and well, it's kind of like you are here and so am I, and random friends we are, I suppose. Oh, okay, Snubs. But I have lots of friends and don't even know my destiny like you and Scout. I just like eating maple syrup and flying and talking with my friends and nuts with maple syrup and flying and yes, I know, says Snubs. Okay. Well, gotta go gather nuts anyway. Bye, Snubs. Have a good nap. Oh, okay, says Snubs, dozing off. What? What is that sound, says Gina. Oh, my, I must have dozed off. Oh, no, those busy little pests are up and packing, and how boring they are working together and almost ready to get the party on the road and in the air and under the ground. What is that? Oh, my, those little creatures are tearing down the cactus. Are they taking that old thing, too? Oh, am I glad I fly above all that nonsense. What I see on earth is so unnecessary and pointless to me. Heave-ho, heave-ho, heave-ho. Trudy is uprooting the cactus. Tang is pulling with a string. The beetles are riding it down just for fun. Nellie is screaming, "This will never work. Never, stinking idea." And Giddel is directing as he pushes over the cactus and grunts, "Heave-ho, heave-ho." Crash! Thud! Eee! Say Fit and Abel. What fun this journey is already, as every day is to us, actually. All right, says Giddel, let's hurry, or we will have to wait another day to leave. Gina for sure is awake after this noise. I can hardly believe all my precious stuff fit on 3 carts, but so it has, and now let's attach the cactus to the back of my cart with string. Okay, says Tang, I can do that, taking the string in her beak and making an eloquent knot. Ooh, how pretty, says the beetles. Never you mind, says Giddel. Okay, everyone. Trudy claps her magnificent foreclaws. Places, everyone. It should have never worked, but it has, and so I will go willingly to the front of this journey, says Nellie. Tang is overhead, waiting for all to ready themselves. Fit and Able, in here, this tunnel here, says Trudy. I will tell you which way to go, so stay close to me in my carts. Giddel, step inside and bring your cart, which Tang has attached with string, to your shoulders and your cactus behind. Yes, like that. Now shall this journey begin, says all, yet quietly so, as not to arouse Gina, quite yet anyway. Oh, where is my backpack with my karaoke machine? Oh, here, okay, I'll strap it on. Pack a snack. Oh, what an adventure, screeches Gina. Golden Eagle is circling well above this whole scenario, finding it all quite beneath him. His circles are quite vast and cover even the territory of Los Angeles. How slowly those creatures plod, as I fly, so high, so high.